How's it going, guys? It's Brad C at a WWE Smackdown review from last night. Let's get started with it. So Smackdown starts off with Miz TV. Miz, of course, having the New Day, all three members, on as his guests, as the Miz is trying to figure out which member of the New Day will be competing in the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. Of course, all three did the Who thing. Then they all did the Witch thing. And then all three of them said, Nina, send me. So really right there, we were not getting anywhere. And it was just a goddamn comedy act. So then when the Miz told him to be serious, Xavier's like, well, it's gotta be Big E. Then Big E's like, well, it's gotta be Kofi. And Kofi's like, well, it's gotta be Xavier. And the Miz starts getting pissed, starts throwing a temper tantrum. And the Miz says that he could beat any three members, any member of the New Day, any day of the week. So then Kofi says, well, it's gotta be Big E. And just when the Miz thinks he found out who the Money in the Bank New Day member will be, Kofi said, no, not for Money in the Bank. It's for right now. And the Miz in this segment also mentions that Kofi Kingston, he's won every title except the WWE title. Big E can use the WWE title to become serious. And Xavier could get more views for his YouTube channel, Up, Down, Down, as WWE Champion if he streams the game of Fortnite as the champion. But in the end, Kofi Kingston tells him that Big E is going to face the Miz right now. And the Miz is like, well, you know what? If you don't give me what I want, I'm not giving you what you want. So then all three members of the New Day start throwing pancakes at the Miz and yelling shame. Of course, the crowd's doing the shame chant too. So as the Miz heads right into the backstage area, he runs into Paige. And Paige tells Miz that Miz is going back out there to face Big E, since Miz did say he could beat any member of the New Day any day of the week. So we get an impromptu match. We get Big E versus The Miz. So the match itself back and forth. Xavier Woods started on as guest commentator. Then during a commercial break, it switched to Kofi Kingston. Match ending. Sheamus and Cesaro would come out and attack Xavier Woods. Kofi Kingston would actually do a pretty good suicide dive. He'd go off the stairs. Then he'd leap on the Cesaro's shoulder. And then do a suicide dive. Picture perfect right on the Sheamus. It was actually pretty good. In the end, no, Sheamus would hit the bro kick on Kofi Kingston. Cesaro would hop on the apron to provide a distraction on Big E, which will allow Miz to hit the skull-crushing finale, and they get the 3 count for the win. So the Miz is victorious. But we still don't know which member of the New Day will be competing at Money in the Bank. Of course, like I said last week, my money's on Big E. So next up, we get a Money in the Bank qualifying match for the women's side. We get Lana versus Billie Kay from the Iconics. And of course, Lana will be now helping us celebrate Rusev Day. And really, this match was short, so I'm going to analyze how it is right now. So match starts. Aiden English pulls out a Lana Day sign, parades at ringside. Payne Royce and Billie Kay ask what the hell Aiden English is doing. Then Payne Royce bit slaps Aiden English. Lana would come over and bit slap Payne Royce and throw her into the barricade. Billie Kay would throw Lana right into the side of the ring. Right into the announce table, back in the ring. Then Lana would hit the Machka kick, followed by a facebuster. And Lana gets the 3 count for the win. And it's her first singles win in WWE. She finally won a fucking match. Only took her 1 year. And it was a squash match. The fuck? This better not be a fucking repeat of Jobber Mahal last year. Last thing we need is more 7 months of hell. So yeah, next up, we get another one-on-one match. We get Andrade Cien Almas versus a local jobber. This match was pretty quick. Squash match, of course. Andrade hits the double knee stomp in the corner, followed by hammerlock DDT, 3 count for win. Again, facing a local jobber does not showcase any talent. Like, did they even listen to Zelina Vega last week when they demanded real competition? Can we please have that for Andrade? Can we have that, please? Please? Thank you. So yeah, next up, we get a face-to-face segment. AJ Styles, WWE Champion, he comes out to the ring. Shinsuke Nakamura comes out too. Because in this segment, we will find out which stipulation Nakamura will choose for Money in the Bank. Of course, Nakamura having fun toying with AJ. Of course, showing the highlight from last week of Shinsuke beating AJ. That whole end sequence where AJ almost hit the ref. Then Shinsuke faked the low blow. Yeah, you get the whole story. So yeah, of course, Shinsuke originally says that the stipulation will be a pillow fight. And then AJ says it doesn't matter what the stipulation is because he'll fall short no matter what. Because he called Shinsuke a con artist, saying that Shinsuke still likes to deal low blows. And saying that in the end, you never show up for when the big match when it matters. So AJ then says he doesn't care what stipulation he is. And right as Shinsuke is about to cheap shot AJ goes in and attacks Shinsuke, so we get a brawl. Goes to the outside. AJ throws Shinsuke over to the timekeeper's area. Then AJ takes Shinsuke to the other side and throws him. Before that, AJ would clear off the announce table. Shinsuke would then hit AJ in the gut with a chair. Then Shinsuke would hit the announce table with the chair after AJ gets out of the way. AJ throws Shinsuke into the crowd, and they do a brawl in the crowd. Then AJ throws Shinsuke back over the barricade to the ringside area. Shinsuke would counter a phenomenal forearm from the barricade with a chair to the gut. Then Shinsuke would start doing a count. The count would get to 6 as AJ would get back up. Shinsuke would then throw AJ into the announce table, followed by Kinshasa. Then Shinsuke does the count again and getting a 10. And then Shinsuke says the match at Money in the Bank will be a last man standing match. For anyone not familiar with this, don't worry. I'll tell you the rules. It is the easiest match to understand. The rules, there are none. Anything goes. The only way to win is to beat the living dog shit out of your opponent so bad they can't even respond to the ref's 10 count. That is literally it. So at Money in the Bank, AJ Styles will defend the WWE title against Shinsuke Nakamura in a last man standing match. Of course, next up we get a tag team match. The Usos versus Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson. And of course, for this match, the winner gets to face the Bludgeon Brothers for SmackDown Tag Titles at Money in the Bank. Of course, before the match, Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson saying they respect the Usos, but the Usos have had 2 chances at the Bludgeon Brothers and they failed, so they should go to the back of the line. Then the Usos go in and say that this ain't Japan, and this ain't Raw, this is SmackDown. And then they welcome to the Uso Penitentiary. And then Carl Anderson says this ain't no penitentiary because he sees no wardens. And then Luke Gallows finishes by saying all they see is a couple of nerds. That would bring in a brawl, so pre-match assault. Match did get going underway. Back and forth match. Match ending as both Usos are getting prepared to do the frog splash on the Luke Gallows from each end of the ring. Carl Anderson would push Jey Uso off the corner. But Jimmy Uso would hit a super kick after a sequence of counters on Luke Gallows. But then Luke Gallows would follow with a super kick of his own. That would follow up with the Magic Killer, and Carl Anderson gets the 3 count on Jimmy Uso for the win. So at Money in the Bank, the Bludgeon Brothers, Luke Harper and Eric Rowan defend the SmackDown tag titles against Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson at Money in the Bank. And more Money in the Bank, because next up is a Money in the Bank women's qualifying match. Naomi versus Sonya Deville. Again, back and forth match. But match ending in the end after us, both Naomi and Sonya Deville would both hit a drop kick to each other. Naomi would counter a knee strike from Sonya into a pretty good roll-up to get the 3 count for the win. So Naomi qualifies for the women's Money in the Bank ladder match. And there's only one spot left in the women's Money in the Bank ladder match. That will be decided on Raw. Because during one of the commercial breaks on Raw next week, they're promoting that there will be a 7-women gauntlet match involving all 3 members of the Riot Squad, Bayley, Sasha Banks, Mickie James, and Dana Brooke. It's known as the Last Chance Money in the Bank qualifying match. The winner gets the final spot. So yeah, the final spot in the women's Money in the Bank ladder match will be going to Raw. And really in this ladder match so far, there's a lot of baby faces in it. I think the only heel so far in that match is Alexa Bliss. So yeah. We'll have to see how this goes. So yeah, after that we get to our main event. Daniel Bryan versus United States Champion Jeff Hardy. The winner faces Samoa Joe in a qualifying match for the final spot in the men's Money in the Bank ladder match next week. So the match itself, back and forth. They were really good counters. So yeah, match ending. Jeff Hardy would hit the Twist of Fate on Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan would counter the Swanton Bomb by throwing his knees up. After another sequence of counters, Daniel Bryan would hit the kick to the head. Daniel Bryan would then follow it up with the heel lock submission, the one he did the Big Cass last week. And Daniel Bryan gets a submission victory. Now, originally, there was going to be a qualifying match between Samoa Joe and Big Cass for the final spot. But the brawl last week between Daniel Bryan and Big Cass, and Daniel Bryan's heel lock submission, has re-injured Big Cass's leg again. So, of course, that injury, it changes everything. So yeah, next week, Samoa Joe versus Daniel Bryan. The winner gets the final spot in the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. So yeah, that's how we had SmackDown. SmackDown rating, it was pretty decent except for those 2 fucking squash matches. Like, seriously, WWE. This is how we're doing shit now. Come on. So, reign itself, I'll give it a 4 out of 10. Those 2 squash matches really affect the rating. So yeah, it barely is better than Raw this week. But yeah, that's all I gotta say. Hope everyone's a great day, and yeah, peace out.